there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Rattler working out of the gun.
Flush to his right. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To the air goes Daniels.
And he fires one incomplete.
Romeo Doubs is intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
When you look at the Saints defense,
they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now Daniels. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
To throw is Daniels. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's Daniels.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Ja'Marr Chase.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's Rattler. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing is Rattler.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you look at the Saints' defense,
they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, They've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Back to throw. Daniels.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Romeo Doubs.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Downfield, and he's got Olave. He's to the 15.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chris Olave.
73 yards.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Ja'Marr Chase set to take over once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
ETN once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rattler wants to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's Washington now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To the right side and caught by Sennett.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Now Rattler.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A 7-yard gain. And the Saints first down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 30.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
To the air is Rattler. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Over the middle. That's the tight end Sennett.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Daniels. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On second down, Etienne once more.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Third down and 1. To throw is Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
To the air goes Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Daniels looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Here's Rattler.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Third down, here's McCaffrey.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Daniels.
Dancing to his left.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fair...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing is Rattler. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First comes at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey to about the 26 here. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw.
Olave holds it in.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints first down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Saints get a bit closer. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
ETN up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter,
standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Rattler wants to throw it. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Godwin, the motion man. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
He'll drop to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
To the air is Rattler.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Robert Spillane in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Saints offense and Chris Olave getting set to take over once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Now Rattler throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air once more is Rattler.
Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw again. Got an open man, it's Foster.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Slant route, he's got Dobbs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down. To the air goes Daniels. Completes it again to Dobbs.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Throwing now is Daniels.
This will be caught at about the 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. In motion, the tight end.
Daniels looking to throw.
That's caught at the 2. Touchdown.
Ben sent it
from 3 yards out.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Throwing is Rattler.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this one taken in by Olave.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Throwing once more, here's Rattler. That pass complete to Moore.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Chris Godwin.
40 yards.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. The point after, good by Grupe.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Another tote for Etienne.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, just over 1:40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped